This is a, right here is a very old photo. Looks like, it says on the back, George Henry.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah,
So,
this was my grandfather, George.
so your
As a
father's
young man.
father, right?
Yeah, my father's father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was the one who married Sarah Brumby?
Yes, I believe so.
So,
Oh, that's right. One of them. This is Cheadle Station when it, at that point it was still a passenger train.
mm-hmm.
And he, this is my mother's side of the family.
Okay.
And they're standing on a platform, a train platform, which
Right.
is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the actual train stop. Which is
So you can see it says Cheadle behind them.
yeah, yes, that's right. Which is at the back of the orphanage. Not the orphanage. The what's it called?
Let me
The
put it close by.
convalescent home.
Oh, not the Barnes Convalescent Home that you were talking about. Your mother came from.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the station was near. So that's your father's father, George Henry Jackson. Then, and this is the picture you're talking about. So you can't really see because of the reflection. So you can see Cheadle behind those men written. So you're who would have been someone says on the back second from left Charles Brumby, second from left. All right, so second from left Charles Brumby right there. So that was Charles Brumley was your mother's father, correct? This is
I'm not reliable on
for that.
these connections.
Okay, and then this has no name on it. So I don't even know if you know who these people are.
Oh yeah, that's a favourite picture. This is a. This is grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
and that is looks like old Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
Except this was. I've always identified this scene with Boston,
Okay.
and this was
Where your father was, your father's father, yeah, father's parents were from, right? From because Barnes Convalescent Home was in Cheadle, and that was your mom's
right.
birthplace.
But
But Boston was your father's
right.
place
Yeah.
of birth. Although he grew up in
Cheadle. Yeah.
because of being sent to his grandparents.
Right. And this is my father's. I'm pretty sure it's my father's sister.
Mm-hmm. Your father's sister, he had 3 sisters, right? Violet, Hazel, and I wrote it down yesterday. So, and then he I have it on a piece of paper somewhere. And then, but because his mother suffered from varicose veins.
Yes, she was the one suffering from varicose veins.
The one in the middle. So she was bedridden.
That's why she went. She'd go around the house singing
Like that.
like just.
Did she live with you? Is she the one that lived with you?
No. She never lived with us. She lived in Boston.
Boston, England.
Grandfather.
Lincolnshire.
I'm pretty sure he. I may be wrong. I'm thinking that he died in Cheadle or in Withington. I remember his visiting. I was in Withington, and once I lay in bed and heard the rain falling, and then stopped, and I heard some peculiar noise, clanging. And it turned out that grandfather had been emptying his jerry pot Which sounded like
Rain.
water, right?
So that would have been a picture taken in, you think, in Boston.
I think it's in Boston, yeah. Because they had the back of the house, they didn't really have any land.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right. And so your father would used to go there in the summer, I think you said.
yeah.
Whereas during the school year, he stayed with his paternal grandparents in Cheadle. And this photograph is rather crinkled, and I don't know why so folded up. But this, I guess, is Jeremy 3 years approximately.
Modern, circa 42, that would be 93 then. And Smith. Wow.
Would she have been a neighbor?
This was number 13, where we lived. They were houses stuck together, you know, two.
Right. Attached.
Semi-detached.
Right. Semi-detached.
And Anne Smith lived here.
And that was, but then you moved to Circular Drive and Circular Road.
Yeah.
So you didn't stay in touch, presumably, with those neighbors. Was Fred Cartwright?
Well, Fred Cartwright, they lived in number 14.
So they were in that earlier
which is this one.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Why did you move? Was it
Crowded. I mean, we had. Let's see, we had upstairs. Oh my. We had Roger, Margot, Brandon, Jillian, and me,
and John and Deborah weren't yet born then?
right.
So there's 5 of you.
It's shocking. I forgot to.
Well, it'll come back. That's
This is French.
Right. I put that little pile. That's the French expedition looks like photos from there. Well, you probably remember at a different time, Dad.
Yeah.
And this is more. I'll show the camera. These are Anglesey again. Looks like. In this photo, it looks like Deborah is the baby, and it looks like you're not all in the photo. I'm assuming this is Margot with Deborah.
Yeah.
Now that's your mother.
Yeah.
There's not the 7 children, so I'm thinking that maybe is Uncle Roger gone by then? That's Aunt Jillian.
You'd probably have been in college or something
Right.
like that.
Now it wasn't. This looks to me like Uncle John. Though, and maybe
Uncle
you
John.
and Uncle Brandon. Would that be right?
That's Brandon.
Okay.
That would be me.
Right.
And that's John and Julian.
So Roger's not in the photo. That's who's not in it. So because Deborah at this point, there's a baby there that Margot's holding. She looks so much to me like Ruth Van Dries in that picture.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
There's do a close up of that because that's Aunt Margot holding baby Deborah, but I can really see how her daughter Ruth resembles her. And then there's this one here, which is the other photo, maybe from the same visit on the beach.
Uncle John.
Are you the one with the...
Yeah, that's. I knew this. I put this on top of my head. Yeah, this was this Venus. No, it wasn't. No, this was a
There's,
point of air.
what does it say on the back? Talakre?
Talaka.
Talakre.
Yeah, that's right,
So that's-
Talaka, which was farther north along the coast.
There's Dad with the cheeky grin and the hat, the pail on his head, and nobody else. So, yeah, very nice. Anyway, so these are some of Mom's. I think this might be a photo from Mom's side of the family, but anyway, I need to get going, so I will say adieu.